Okay, I'm back with another writing lesson about creating a picture in the reader's mind. So in the last video we talked about how in poems you have a lot less words to use to create that picture in the reader's mind. And I showed you some examples from books um, about how authors do it. And now I want to look at some poems. Well, first I want to talk about there are many ways that you can create that picture. You can add describing words. Remember, describing words are called adjectives. You can add strong action words, which are called verbs. You can add those comparisons, similes, and metaphors. A simile uses like or as. You can add sound words, onomatopoeia. You can also add something called personification. And in personification, you see the word person. And that's when you give human qualities to something that's not human. Okay? I'm going to show you some examples. Another thing that you can do to create that picture in the reader's mind is to zoom in on the moment. Like if you go to a roller coaster, if you go on a ride on a roller coaster, instead of just saying, I love roller coasters, they're the best, I have so much fun, you can remember a time when you actually went on a roller coaster and think about use all your senses to remember what you saw and felt and heard. Same thing if you were writing a poem about the beach, instead of just writing, I love the beach, I like going in the water, and a poem like that, which is fine, but you could also think about a time when you were at the beach and all the things you heard and smelled and touched. Okay? So, the first thing I want to show you is um, I want to show you Thames' poem, one of Thames' poems that she wrote, one of her first poems, that I just happened to notice that she had a um, a comparison in here, and some good describing words. It says, fishes are cute, fishes are nice, fishes sleep with their eye open, quiet and colorful. Sometimes fish dance to sea songs. Fishes can bite and hide. Fishes remind people of the sea. Sometimes fish don't even look real. Like a stone, fish, they look like a stone in the sea. Fishes are different colors, shapes, and sizes. So she has describing words, quiet and colorful. She has action words, bite and hide and dance. And she has a comparison that they're like a stone in the sea. So she's comparing how fish are to like a stone to how a stone is. That stones, they don't move. You can't tell. So I think she's saying that like fish don't move like a stone. Sometimes they're still. Um, Look at this poem about the moon that was written by someone named Clara. And the first draft of the poem, it says, I love when the moon is full and a little bit when the moon is half. Now that was a nice poem, but look how she added to it. I love when the moon is full and a little bit when the moon is half. I know something about the moon. When the moon is like a D, it is growing bigger. When the moon is like a C, it is getting small. So she added some more details that can really make that picture in the reader's mind. Here's a poem that I wrote called Rain. Now look how this one looks like a story. The rain comes out of the clouds. The rain falls to the ground, and I hear it tap on the window. This should say on. The sound puts me to sleep. Now look how I made it look more like a poem. Comes out of the clouds, falls to the ground, puts me to sleep. You see how I'm not writing in sentences, but I'm making it look more like a poem. Now I changed it once again. Now I put, instead of comes out, I put shoots out. That's a strong action word. Of the angry gray clouds, of the angry gray gloomy clouds. Angry, gray, and gloomy are all describing words. Falls to the ground like tears on a face. There's a comparison, a simile, using the word like. They're falling, the rain is falling like tears fall. Tap, tap, tap. Plink, plink, plink. There's the sound words, onomatopoeia. It rocks me to sleep. Not just puts me to sleep, rocks. That's a better action word. okay? And then I changed it again. This is the 4th time. Shoots out of the angry, gray, gloomy clouds, falls to the ground like tears on a face. Tap, 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 plink, plink, plink. The sound rocks me to sleep. And then I left off the end of sleep like I fell asleep, okay? So it really puts that picture in the reader's mind. Here's another one called The Sun. So here's the first draft. I like the sun. It feels warm. It lights up the sky. I like the sun. Now that's nice, but look how I added to it. The sun peeks over the horizon in the morning. Its rays light up the sky with colors, red and yellow, orange and purple. It warms my skin. You see how I added all those describing words, the colors, how it lights up the sky, it peeks over the horizon. And I did that because I thought of a specific time when I was watching the sun in the morning. I'm zooming in on that small moment. Here's another one about oranges. Sweet and juicy. Now those are good describing words. Orange and round. They taste delicious. I love oranges. So I'm doing good there. I have some describing words. But look how I added to it. And I thought about a time I ate an orange. Oranges by Mr. Winter. As round as the sun. There's the simile. I feel the squishy peel and the flowery smell tickles my nose. The soft skin feels wet. I take a bite and the fresh, sweet juice squirts in my mouth and runs down my chin. Delicious. So I have a comparison, a simile. I have a lot of describing words, flowery, squishy, fresh, sweet. I have action words, squirts, tickles, okay? So I'm putting a lot of things in the poem to create that picture. Here's one more about the slide. The slide is so smooth. You slide down so fast. Whee! The slide is so much fun, but sometimes I get scared. So I have some describing words, smooth. You slide down fast. Slide is an action word. Wee! I have a sound word, onomatopoeia. But look how I added to it. I thought of a time I went on the slide. The slide. I hold on tight and climb up the stairs. I sit down on the cold, smooth metal at the top. Still like a statue. I scoot up, inch by inch. My heart is beating fast. Finally, I let go. I start slow and then pick up speed. Faster and faster I go. Whee! I lean back and feel the wind brush my face, softly like a cotton ball. I stop suddenly at the bottom, still again, like a statue. Can you pick out all the describing words, the adjectives and the action words called verbs, and the comparisons, the similes? And I had a sound word in there. See if you can pick them out. I'm going to attach them all at the bottom. Okay, in the next video, we will continue talking about this, how to create the picture. I'm going to show you some other poems written by first graders and some poems written by famous poets. I'll see you next time.